Hey guys, PJD here. So I'm finally here with my top 5 mascaras of all time. As you know, it had been a while since I mentioned that I would first do this video until this point. Some of the mascaras that are in the honorable mention section were previously on my top 5 list, but you'll see which ones were downgraded. First, let me just say that if you click the link in the description box, it'll take you to my blog where you'll see all of these mascaras on my lashes. It's a picture-heavy post, so be prepared for that. For the top 5 mascaras, I also list the price and all the other information that you may need. I'm also going to be discussing some of that in this video too. So please view the two in concert, the video, and then definitely look at the pictures. So, and this is in no particular order. Also, I should mention every mascara shot that you're going to see on the blog, it was only one coat, meaning I just pulled it out of the tube and I didn't, no double dipping. So just one swipe, one coat. Even if I took time to work it out, that's a different story, but I'm just saying I just took it out of the tube once, applied it, and that's my one coat. I never went back in and then continued on the same lash. So just so you know, and also I don't use a primer, so this is just all straight out of the tube what happens when I apply it to my lashes. I like to see which mascaras do exactly what they claim they will do, so that's why these particular mascaras have made my top 5 list, because within one coat they do what they claim they will do. So first up is Dior from Christian Dior. This is Dior Show Blackout Mascara. All the colors you're going to see, with the exception of one, and that one is in the honorable mention section, they're all black mascaras. Okay, so here we go. This one is Blackout. It promises to give you volumized lashes. First, let me just show you. This is it's really reflective, so sorry about that, but this is the box that it comes in, and it's supposed to give you lots of volume. This is a wand. And if you've ever peeled the skin off of a grapefruit or an orange and you've done it all in, as my dad used to call it, one full suit, meaning it's a continuous loop, that's pretty much what this wand is like. It swirls all the way around until the very tip. And so that means that the spacing in between each of the bristles, it's fairly even. And you'll see why that matters in 1 second as I start talking about one of the other mascaras. But so you get fairly even spacing between the bristles, which means that as you apply it to your lashes, it's pretty even across the board. One thing about this particular mascara, which costs 25 bucks, is that it does dry rather quickly. This could be good or bad. For those of you who like to do multiple coats of mascara, like 2, 3, all on one set of lashes, it may dry too quickly for you to work with it. I've even found, and I'm a one coat person, that as I'm still working it out and fleshing it out, there have been times when maybe the end lashes are starting to dry already, and then putting this on top of dry lashes, it just does not work out well for me. As you can see, when I pull it out of the tube, it doesn't have much excess on the end, which I love. That's good. But it really does give me volumized lashes, as you'll see from the picture. But again, with it drying quickly, those of you who like to do multiple coats, that may be problematic, or maybe you can work with that quite well. Not sure. The other thing about it drying quickly that I do like is as I open my eyes or move my lashes around, it does not, because it has dried so quickly, it doesn't place the mascara on my skin, the lids. So that's helpful. I don't have to do much cleanup after using this. All the mascaras on my top 5 list are flake free, so they don't flake on me, and this is Dior Show. And again, in no particular order, but there we go. Next is Givenchy, and this one is $32. It's their 4-in-1 mascara. Let me show you the box for the Givenchy. It's this one right here, and it's in black. This one is, it says black satin. You may not have been able to see that, but this one is black satin by Givenchy, the 4-in-1. The 4 things that it promises right here: volume, length, curl, and care. Let me address the care part first. The care is essentially saying that it has a complex that will help to nourish your lashes. Whether or not that has happened, I can't tell you that for a certainty, because after I take the mascara off, I can't say that my eyes feel healthier or anything. So I don't know about that, but it definitely gives me length, it gives me volume, and it does give me a measure of curl. So I appreciate that. If you're looking for extreme curl, this is probably not the one for you, but if you're looking for volume and you're looking for length, have a go at this one. I really, really, really love this Givenchy one. Now, you may be familiar with the Givenchy Phenomenize. And that's also on my list, but you'll see where it actually lands. This is similar in terms of the technology, where it comes with not 1 ball, but 3. Now, as you can see, it comes off with this excess goop at the end, much more than what you just saw with Dior Show. So that's annoying with this one, but that happens with a lot of mascaras, so you can just scoop that off. Now, looking at the 3, you may say, okay, great, this is like Phenomenized times 3 because it has 3 of the balls instead of a singular ball. The only issue with this is, and this is what I was mentioning pretty much with Dior Show, that it's even spacing. So as you can see, the bristles are evenly spaced here as well, except in between each ball. So what happens is that my lashes that touch the 3 balls are great. They're flushed out, they're evenly spaced, they're lengthened, they're volumized. But all of my lashes that hit this space in between the balls are clumped. So I then have to take the outer ball, this one, the first one, right here. I then have to take that ball and flush out the 2 sections of my lashes that are clumped together because they fall in between each ball, if that makes sense. So that's what my issue is with the Givenchy. But in terms of the lengthening and the volume, absolutely. I don't necessarily go for or care for a curl, but I do notice that it curls more than it would if I use some other mascara, or if I just use the regular mascara. So it does give me more curl to my lashes, because naturally my lashes are not really curly. They have a bend to them, but they're not straight, but they have a slight bend, but nothing super curly like those people who have very curly lashes. So I don't have that. The only other thing about this is because of this special unique bowl pattern, as you're moving it up your lashes, and I left this in the picture so you can see, unless you're taking this in bowl to specifically address the tips, you may get clumping at the very end, the very tip of your lash, and you'll need to either use your fingers or use the first ball to kind of work that out so that all the top clumps are gone. Right, so that's the only other thing, but otherwise it's semi-wet, whereas it doesn't dry very quickly. It's an in-between in terms of its drying time. It definitely doesn't dry super fast, so you have time to work it in and work through your lashes, but at the same time it's not so wet that if I do open my eyes fully, that the mascara is going to completely smudge on my lids and mess it up in that way. So this is a semi-wet, but really, really great performance. So I love this Givenchy. And that's, again, no particular order, but I will say that's number 3, but it's one of my faves. This is one of my top 2 fighting for first place. And well, no, that's not fighting for first place, but it's close. But again, on my top 5 list, so I love them all. This one is Black Up Cosmetics. I showed you this when I first purchased it, which was a while ago. This one is $37. This is their oscillating when it vibrates, and it has 3 speeds, which to me is very different from the other vibrating mascaras where you have a single speed. This one has 3 speeds. Here's the button right here. It comes with a cap so that you're not accidentally keeping it pressed while in the tube and closed. So it has that security lid, which I no longer need because, and here's one of the things that I dislike about this mascara, is I feel that the battery died in it too quickly. So the pictures that you're going to see on my blog, unfortunately, are of this mascara applied to my lashes, which you'll see the results are still good, but no speed because the battery no longer works, and I feel that it ended too quickly, especially for $37. But this is the one, not too much excess here at the end at all. Let's see if that can focus. The teeth, as you can see, are very small and short. I thought this would be problematic. It is not. You'll see how it lengthened my lashes, just even with no speed. And my favorite of the 3 speeds was definitely speed level 3. Speed level 1, I kind of bypassed that one. It was okay. It was just a hair above using it with no speed. So level 1 was okay. Level 2 was much better, but if I wanted a dramatic look, definitely level 3. It was also great because, maybe even because it has these small teeth, at doing my bottom row of lashes. The problem I had with this one is that it would vibrate. Now, of course, if you would hold it and press it to vibrate, you wouldn't see it vibrating, but as you put it on your lashes, or as I would put it on my lashes, I would feel it. Now it has a bit more of the stuff at the end, but anyway, I would feel it as it was vibrating, and it would always, hands down, make my lashes vibrate so much that my eyes would water. This is not waterproof mascara, so of course that was problematic. I would have to use a Q-tip or something to put in the corner of my eyes so they wouldn't start to run and then of course mess up the whole application. But it was great at lengthening my lashes. You'll even see at no speed how it lengthened my lashes. Love, love, love this mascara. But with the battery life being so short, that's what didn't push this further along on my list, higher up on the list, but it's definitely in my top 5 because it performs really well and it's great. I could potentially buy this one again, but the thing with the watery eyes, that may just be isolated, an isolated incident. Maybe your lashes are not as sensitive and your eyes are not as sensitive and they won't water, but for me they definitely water. I think this may come in the waterproof version as well, so if you do have watery lashes, or if I go for this one again, which I likely will, everything on my top 5 list I would certainly buy again, so I may select the waterproof version. None of these that you're going to see in my video are waterproof because I really don't buy waterproof mascaras. But yeah, so that's what we have so far. Next up is YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. This particular mascara is $30. It's shocking. The first time I ever used it, I got a sample from Sephora, and after using this sample I was in love. Let me just show you what the wand looks like that, right? Now this, I have been using, the wheels have basically fallen off this mascara. I use this one heavily since I first got it. Really, really love it, and that's what motivated me to get the YSL and the large version, which is in this gold tube. I love it. Problem. Okay, so the problem is that, and let me see if he'll do it right now. Yeah, maybe you can see. Maybe it's not really showing up so well, but it places so much product on this tube, and the lashes are on the wand are pretty short, so maybe that's what, I don't know. I'm not really sure how the spout here is able, maybe it's just not in a position to grab excess from here, but there's a ton of excess. I could literally, although it may not look like it, I could do all 4 of my lashes, meaning top, bottom, with pulling it out of the mascara tube one time. That's how heavy, and you'll see out of all the mascaras on my blog, this one makes my lashes look heaviest. Now here's the box that it came in, and the whole point of this is it's supposed to make you look like you have on fake lashes, and indeed I would say mission accomplished, because with one swipe from my wand it gives me heavy, really, really dark lashes. This color is in a deep black. You may not be able to see that. Yeah, deep black. $30. It gives me length, it gives me volume, and it makes them look heavy. The only thing about that is I may not always want my lashes to necessarily look heavy, but overall this is one that's tying for first place, even though I know I said there's no order to this. But if I had to pick first, this would be one that's tied for first because it works so well. Really, really, really love this mascara, but you have to work it out. So what I have to do is, and I mentioned that I had been using the one that I got as a sample. As you can see, this one pulls out less product, so that see how the bristles look longer? They don't look as long with the, and let me pull them both out so you can look at them simultaneously, right? If you look at the wands here, the teeth look longer. Let me put my hand behind. The teeth look longer on the one from the sample, which is this one, right? See how it looks like they're longer, or slightly longer bristles? So this one, I usually end up going to the sample one to flush out and pull out my lashes and to clean it up, because again, so much product comes out on this one that I need something to kind of minimize all that's going on. If you just take the mascara out and swipe it on your lashes, I can almost guarantee that it will look clumpy and not so good. So you need to flush it out and kind of work this out, and again distribute some of that mascara because so much product is going to come out. So oh, the other thing that's unique about this one is it smells like perfume. So not after it dries on your lashes, but when you're just smelling it, just taking out the wand, this is the best scent. Look at that. Look how it put all this excess. Maybe you can see that right here on the tube. So yeah, it's kind of sloppy in that way. Look, it has a lot of product. Even the sample I found had so much product in the tube, which is why I was able to use it excuse me, for such a long time before even buying the full-size tube. But I love it, definitely in my top. This is fighting for first place, but again, you have to work it out. So if you're not a person who likes to work it out, that may be problematic for you. But I love this shocking YSL mascara. It is very wet though. That's the other thing I should mention about this. So as you're working it out on your lashes, and you will have to work it out because it puts so much product on there, there's no way you can get around that. As you're working it out, it can definitely, and also because it's lengthening it so much, it can definitely make you have all of these mascara smudges on your lids, so it can appear on your skin. So that's something else you should be mindful of, but really, really pretty heavy lashes. And like the Givenchy, you can get some tip clumpage, meaning it will give you small little clumps at the very tips of your lashes. And I think that's because the bristles look so small, but when I use the sample one, which the bristles look a bit longer, I can flush it out better and I don't get those tip clumps, and it lasts all day. Again, no flaking and all that. So now I'm up to, this is number 4, my 5th one on the list for my top 5 mascaras of all time, and then I'll get into the honorable mentions, is from Lancome. And this one is priced at $26. This is, they have a bunch from Lancome. This is the Hypnose Drama. It has a curved tube and also a curved wand, which you'll see right here. Let me try and get you to see that. See how it kind of has a dip and then it comes back up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful on my lashes. It does not give me, oh, as you can see, it doesn't have much excess at the tip, which I appreciate. It has some, but not tons. It does not put too much mascara on the actual wand. It doesn't dry very quickly, so you get time to work it out, especially for those of you who like to do more than one coat of mascara. But this is beautiful. It gives me length. Not too much by way of volume, but definitely length. It gives me some volume, a measure of it. I think if you want to really get the volume, then you'll have to start layering this and you'll need more than one coat. But the volume, for what I like, because I like to emphasize more so on the length, I think it's a really, really nice mascara. Definitely fighting for first place with the YSL, because again, I'm a length person. I would really like the combination of the two. Well, YSL does a great job of length on its own, so it really doesn't need that for this. But then maybe the Hypnose could use some of the YSL formula in order to give me some extra volume. But again, this is something I would wear for like everyday lashes. Like, they're dramatic because they're so long, but at the same time, they're not so voluminous that, you know, it looks like you have spider legs on your, coming from your eye. So I like that one very, very much. Now, the next one, and this is going to be an honorable mention, is also from Givenchy. This one is the Phenomenize, $30. You know, this one is old. It had been out for a while. It has the single ball, which allows you to get deep into the corners, the lashes that you usually probably ignore because you can't even reach them with a traditional straight angled wand. But here you have the ball that allows you to get in corners, allows you to hit up your lower lashes. I have really small lower lashes, so this is very helpful in that regard. This one is in brown. This is the one that was the accident. I did not mean to purchase it in brown, so this is one that I really haven't used in life. The only thing that I've probably done in the past is that I used this mascara to flush out, like to really highlight and draw out those smaller lashes, and then I covered it with a brown mascara of some other company. But I do like Phenomenize. It's a nice one. This was previously going to be on my top 5 list, but it got shot down in place of the other Givenchy. So yeah, I still like Phenomenize. I would need this in black, and they do offer this in waterproof as well. And so $30. So that's that. Next honorable mention is a $10 one. So we're going down in price now. This is from Inglot. As you know, Inglot is that paraben-free company. Love them. This is, oh, and let me just tell you, side note about Inglot. Right now on their website, today is September 22nd. I looked on their website just last night, which was the 21st. They are having a sale on their single round eyeshadows for 40% off. I'm trying to hold out till Black Friday, so we'll see, but I may end up getting some of them because they're being sold for $7.50. And as you know, I've shown them on camera only a zillion times. They're really, really pigmented. And this from Inglot is the Perfect Length and Define Mascara. It costs $10. And the reason this definitely made my list is because of the innovation involved in this one. They were really innovative. You do get some excess right here, but see, this is not really hitting your wand because it's not a typical wand. It's a comb. The wand itself is a comb. So the only thing is, because the teeth are so close together, you really find yourself having to put your lashes in between them and dig and then swipe out or pull it to the tip. And in that way, it does give me very, very nice lashes. Maybe I would want the teeth or the depth to be a little longer, so I would have kind of a fuller swipe, as opposed to a shorter one, which I still have to go the full length of my lashes, obviously. But what I'm saying is I wish the teeth would sit a bit deeper on the wand, not so close up. See, it's just from here. It's not going to show up well, but from here to the tip. Very small, short teeth. I just kind of wish the teeth were a wee bit longer. but that's Inglot. Gives me nice lengthened lashes. It does allow me to define them, of course, because I'm pulling the teeth through my lashes. I don't get clumps with this at all. Really, really enjoy this. So this is one of the honorable mentions, but because the teeth, and you know, you got to work it out. And if you have thicker lashes, some people have very thick lashes, I don't know how that would work for you, but I think the others are more so universal. Did I tell you, I'm sorry to go back to this one, what this one is for? The Hypnose box. I know I didn't show you the box. It's right here. All right, guys, the camera cut off. So what I was going to say is I don't think I showed you the box for the Hypnose one, but that one is in excessive black. And the box essentially says, and this is really reflective, just like the Christian Dior one, but I'll just tell you that the Hypnose one says it's supposed to give you volume, and I don't really see the Drama one as a volume one. It says instant full body. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. Instant full body, if you can see that. So it's not giving you that glare. So it's supposed to give you, and it's a volumizing mascara. I see the Hypnose Drama more as a lengthening mascara. But again, one that you can wear every day. I really like it anyway. So it definitely made my top list, my top 5. So this is an honorable mention from Inglot as well as Phenomenize. These are my top 5s back here. All of these are my top 5s of all time. And another honorable mention, drugstore edition, is from Maybelline. This is the Mega Plush. This particular one, Volume Express, is supposed to have that gel formula where it kind of makes your lashes so mobile and flexible, and you know, you can put on extra coats. I don't find that to be the case, though it may be a bit softer than when your lashes dry with traditional mascara. It's not that much softer that I see that they use some special formula. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell that. It feels fine, but it is pretty good for a drugstore mascara, which can range. I've seen prices vary with this, but you know, I've seen it for $5 and change, $6 and change, $7 for change, and even a little bit more. But here's what the wand looks like. Really nice teeth. I find, or I have found after looking at these different mascaras, that the ones that I seem to favor the most are the ones that have not the bristles that feel like they could be on your hairbrush, not a boar bristle, but the ones that kind of feel more prickly and more like plastic. Those really grab at my lashes and pull them out much more. So anyway, these are my top mascaras of all time. Let me just angle the camera so you can see them. My honorable mentions from Inglot with the comb, Phenomenize with the small singular ball, and this one from Mega Plus Drugstore Edition. There are other drugstore ones that are good too, but these are my honorable mentions. These two previously were on my top 5 list. I really just like the innovation behind them and the fact that they do work. So I like these mascaras as well. My top 5s, however, I'll do them individually. Dior Show Blackout. Love. Dries quickly though. Givenchy 4-in-1 does what it says. It gives me intense, volumized, dramatic looking lashes. Black Up Cosmetics. If the battery had not died so quickly, I would have been able to show you the different levels, or perhaps if I had done the video sooner, you would have been able to see the different levels. But yeah, really, really good mascara, but I don't appreciate the battery dying so quickly. YSL Shocking does give me really heavy, shockingly long lashes. This is amazing and gorgeous and smells like perfume. And then Lancome Hypnose Drama. Right? Really, really nice lengthened lashes, moderate amount of volume. If you're looking for volume, I would say YSL and Givenchy. If you're looking for length only and you're not looking for volume, I would say try Hypnose Drama. And well, yeah, the Black Up Cosmetics one, because it gives you so much length, I focus more on that than the actual volume. But you do get some volume with this, but it's mainly lengthening. So those would be my 2 for that. And if you want a nice combination of the 2, but not too heavy, Dior Show Blackout. Love them. So tell me, what are your top 5 mascaras of all, or your top mascaras of all time, period. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the link in the description box so you can see all the pictures. Again, it's a picture heavy video, so you'll see all the pictures associated with these mascaras. Also in the description box, you'll see the link to a new YouTuber, so go and check out her channel. She's going to be doing makeup tutorials, and I can tell you she can do some makeup. So she'll do hair things as well, but mainly makeup, and it's Miss Hazel 88, I think, if I didn't screw up the number, but she'll be linked in the description box. All right, so thank you so much. Oh, and if you think there are any YouTubers that I should see, or people who have great reviews that you like to watch, watch, please let me know. I'm always looking for new channels too because I love YouTube. All right, so I'll check you guys soon. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. Bye.